Yeah, as I was saying, guys, the hay fever deaded me off yesterday. I felt like I couldn't even see. Genuinely.
Couldn't see.
Nah, I couldn't
It's
see.
wild.
I couldn't see.
Yeah, that's wild work.
I'm thinking I need to go and get one of them. I really don't want to subdue to the pharmaceuticals, but I'm thinking I might need to go get one of those jabs, because the way hay fever attacks me on a quarterly basis, yeah.
A quarterly basis?
Yeah,
Isn't it a summer thing?
Yeah, it's a summer
thing. Oh no,
thing.
then again, actually, sometimes the pollen levels are higher.
It comes like, it's just, every so often, I'm just dying.
Sometimes pollen levels just be high for no reason, like. Told you, bro. The word association is crazy. Anyway, we're in the building, man. Let's just start in it. Pretend clink. Welcome back to another episode of Daily Decisions.
Welcome, guys.
You get what I'm saying?
How
Dominate
you guys
one
doing?
day at a time and that. Do you get
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should ask them how they are. That's good. I care as well. I care about
He
you lot as
don't
well.
care.
Yeah, nah, I do.
He don't care. He just wants to get straight into the app.
Nah,
How's your week been? Weekend, I should say.
my weekend.
Usually we don't record on a Monday, you know, and so it feels weird. It feels weird to say, how's your weekend been, instead of how's your week been?
Yeah, because we normally record on what, a
Thursday.
Yeah, that's true. Still, how my weekend? Yesterday was nice. Still, like I managed to get some time in the morning where, like, you know, when I did my fast.
Yeah.
Which we talked about in the last episode, I think. But yeah, I did my fast, so I had all my, like, the pulp from different fruits and making homemade plant-based milks and stuff. So I had just pulps and things, and so I was like, I need to do stuff with this. I need to make like some stuff, whether it's
This
desserts,
guy,
whether it's.
one thing I know about Lewis, yeah, he will never let anything go to waste.
I don't like things going to waste.
He needs to find something to do with the pulp.
Yeah, so I had it in the freezer for time.
That's a resource for life, you know. Don't waste anything in this life.
Listen, they say the best leaders are not the ones with the best resources. They're the ones that are the most resourceful. So I'm trying to be the most resourceful person, you know, like I'm trying to be that person. I can make it work in any environment. Like that's my vibe, is make it work. Not, oh, I can't do it because I need this. No, make it work, bruv. So yeah, anyway, I thought, right, what can I make? And fortunately, I had intentionally followed 1 or 2 pages on Instagram where they make things, innit? And well, who doesn't? But like they're food pages basically,
they make things.
And so they give me a bit of inspiration as to like what could I do with my stuff, with the stuff in it. So so me and Nova, we made 2 things. One was I'm realizing I'm gonna have to give in to getting a food processor. I've really been trying to avoid it because I just don't like having stuff for stuff's sake, as you've just heard me say. But I want to make nougat. But it's hard to make nougat when you don't have a food processor.
Yeah, because you gotta let that shit spin for time.
So what I had is let's say I had the pulp from like blended cashews and all of them kind of things. But they can break apart easily, innit?
Yeah.
And I also had made a date caramel, so I put dates in a blender with a little bit of water and blended it, and so I had like a caramel type thing. But even trying to just mix those and then think, it didn't quite set how I thought it would. So I feel like I do need to get a food processor. But the point is, I had a base of that. Then the next layer was I made a cream kind of thing of coconut milk, the one from the tin, which I don't normally eat tin foods, but I used that coconut milk for like making curries and whatever. But I took that coconut milk from the tin, put a bit of it, put some avocado, and put cashews.
Yeah.
So avocado, coconut milk, cashews, blended that, added some honey. No, I blended it with the honey in it. Anyway, long story short, I put that as the next layer. Then I put that in the freezer to set. Then once that was set, I made a homemade chocolate. So me and Nova made chocolate. So we
Mama said he made a whole homemade chocolate.
Yeah,
you know?
so we put coconut oil. Obviously, normally you'd have to melt it, but you don't even need to melt coconut oil in this weather, bro. It's already liquid.
It's already melted.
So yeah, coconut oil, and I put, you know, coconut cream, that creamed coconut.
Yeah.
Like you might use in rice and peas, yeah. Creamed coconut, and yeah, melted those, and then just added their cocoa powder. Again, a bit of date syrup and honey to sweeten, and then.
What? So you didn't
just
actually use the cocoa fruit? You just use cocoa powder?
Yeah, you just use cocoa powder. Like, I don't have cocoa fruit. That's crazy cool. Yeah, no, I don't have cocoa. I'm not in the Caribbean. When I'm in the Caribbean, I've done that though. I've done that still. Yeah, 100%. But no, I don't have cocoa fruit still. So yeah, cocoa powder, just like raw cocoa powder, and then just whisk that, and then yeah, put that on top of the thing that was set, and then froze that again, and that was one dessert. And then we also made like I don't know how to call it, a flapjack or an oat cake. It's almost like an oat cake, more in terms of texture, but it's like it's got no flour. It's just
Yeah.
straight oats. And then I was trying to really make more like a granola vibe.
Yeah.
But it literally is just oats, the pulp from the nuts. I added pumpkin seeds, I did sultanas, and then because I added water, it started to bind. Do you get what I'm
Okay,
saying? And I
yeah,
added
yeah,
oil as an egg replacement.
Yeah.
So those two things led to it binding.
Okay.
And so then I just put it in the oven, and then
So
it was basically a cake.
you lot was nyamming this weekend.
We haven't, neither of us have had it.
Oh,
we just made it. We
you
didn't
just
eat
made
it
it,
yet.
but you didn't eat
We
it.
haven't
yet.
eaten it
Why?
yet. Yeah. Because then we went out. Then we went to go to see some youth still band thing, innit? And then after the youth still band thing, we came back home, and then I was actually cooking food for the week. So then I was cooking food, Nova was having dinner, and then she helped me to make the actual food for the week. And then by the time my food for the week was done, she'd already even put to bed by Alicia. Do you get what I'm saying? So
it was just like, that's yet to be tried. It's yet to be tried.
None of it has been tried. Even the food for the week. Oh no, I did have some for lunch today, to be fair. But yeah. I'm gonna say even that I didn't have, but yeah. So yeah, that's a long answer to your question of how was your weekend. That was only yesterday, bro.
Yeah, listen.
Saturday I went Matt's barbecue, but we'll talk about that off camera.
I said we've got Matt's barbecue as well.
You don't want to talk about yours?
My weekend was good. Yeah, my weekend was like, I had a friend come around on a last minute one. Like I was in East London and I just see my friend on a line bike, and then Chantal turns to the side and she's like, oh my god, that looks like Shay. And then you turn around and it's Shay like there, and you know what it is? My girl's bracking out on a line bike, you know, because she had her headphones in her ears. She said she was listening to a mad mix, but she ended up bracking out.
What, circle mix?
She played the mix for us, but it wasn't soca. It was like dancehall kind of reggae type vibe. But long story short, I saw her. We pulled to the side, and I was just like, "Listen, we're on our way to my house." Type thing. She's just like, "I want to come because it's hot over the weekend." So she ended up coming, and it was just nice to see my little kitten just interacting with different people. Oh yeah, I got a kitten, by the way, guys.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, lots happened since the last.
New addition to the family, but.
Yeah,
that guy needs some discipline. I'm not even gonna lie. He's a little menace. And I don't want to encourage getting people cat snipped.
No, but listen, it gets like that. I've heard about that still. I don't even have.
Genuinely,
I've heard
too hyper. He's doing the most. But other than that, man.
Oh, I thought you meant because of the.
Nah, but it's because he's so rough. He's got so much testosterone. He's rough. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Either way, Saturday came, took myself down to the beach. We just had a little sunbathe on the beach. I'm not gonna lie, the way that I'm brown right now, if you see my chest compared to here, it's peak. All of that in like a 2-hour sitting. But other than that, I just had a chilled one. I can't lie, I had a chilled one, enjoyed.
Come on, man.
Made a little nice food on Sunday dinner, and here we are.
This is Guess Who. I can hear the theme music doing something. Anyway, this person chose to go on the Unsigned Stars platform at the age of 16.
Unsigned Stars platform?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like it's someone proper obvious?
Wait, have I done this person already?
Unsigned Stars platform. Okay.
I really feel like I might have done this person already. So if I've done them already, I apologize. This person this person did their first Link Up TV Behind Bars freestyle in 2011. I want to say, 2011.
Nines.
No, it's not Nines. This person. I
don't even know when he did it, but anyway, go on.
This person originally planned to do an apprenticeship in engineering before pursuing their music career.
Before pursuing their music career?
Yeah.
So they're a musician, they were signed to Unsigned Stars, and what's the other thing you just said?
First link up TV
First
behind
link up
bars was
TV.
2011.
Brother.
Can't lie, I'm making this hard still.
I wanna say someone, but I'm not gonna say that person for fear if it's not them. But alright, give me one more clue. I'm not gonna get
This
it.
person. Okay, this one's gonna be a giveaway. This person
He always makes
had
that
a campaign.
hard. For
This
no
person
reason.
had a campaign for a freestyle to top the charts in 2015.
Is it Drake? The fuck is it then? Genuinely, I don't know.
Alright, at this point, I'm giving you the point. This person is the only person that we know to do what we. Well, this person named. No, not named. How do I describe it? Okay.
Are they? Is it crept?
You're so close, and that's also your last guess, so you're not getting the point now.
But
anyway,
is
it's
it
not
coded?
correct. It's Stormzy. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Stormzy went to do engineer. Wait, what was you gonna say that was about to give it away?
Fire in the park, innit? I was gonna say fire in the like. You know how when he did Shut Up.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "What we doing?" He's like, "Fire in the park, fam." He's like, "Right." He's like, "So what we doing there? We're rapping,
You
innit?"
know what it is? You see, when you boil down decisions like that, it's just like it could be anyone. It could
Yeah, that's why
genuinely
man
be
makes
anyone.
it challenging because,
But
but
it's
you know I'm
like-
doing it because you had 2 goals in a row, so I'm not having it in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
don't. But I feel like, I feel like I'm clued up on artists, but not their life story. Do you know what I mean?
You know, but
I
we
wouldn't
know
know
you.
that he would. I know you. You go.
I
deep.
like that, yeah, because
But-
I'm always trying to use it for workshops and that, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Jesus, man said he knows what Stormzy was doing at 16.
yeah, he was on Unsigned Stars, but it's because I remember it because it was a South thing. Well, mainly not even just South, I think even just almost more Croydon, to be honest. But I remember he won it. I remember his link up TV behind bars. He was like, like 17.
Said he was
like, he was like 16, 17,
"You."
bro.
I need to zoom in on that.
Nah, let me even try and show you it
Said
if
he
I
was
can
like,
get the
"You."
if I can get the internet, bro. If you see how my man was looking young, but anyway, yeah, he was on. I remember that because most people know his link up TV behind bars Take 2 that came out in 2014, and he smoked it. But I remember thinking,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What, the Take 2?
No.
Cold.
But yeah, I'm even seeing Stormzy on some adverts right now doing some.
I
was
watched it still.
Big mic, short mic thing. What is it? Wait, what's it called?
Big Mike, Short Mike, yo, boy, innit?
Wait, what's it
It's called
called?
Big Man. It's called Big
Oh,
Man.
Big Man.
It's a short
Big-
film. So Murky, you know how he's got Murky brand? It's like Murky Books, Murky
Yeah,
Records.
yeah.
He's even got Murky FC, the kind of football space or the youth space. So the organisation I went to today to deliver that workshop, they use Murky for some of their delivery actually.
Okay.
Because they're based in Croydon as well. But anyway, yeah, he's got the Murky brand and he's also got Murky Films now. This is
Okay.
their first production through Murky Films. One of his team, who's a writer, she's mad. I've listened to one interview and I've got all this information. But yeah, he said the information to her. He said basically where he lives, there were some youths that just would always knock on his door to try and get, like, I don't know, his attention, whatever. And he remembers thinking to himself, bro, this is jarring. And he explained it to one of his team, and she goes, that could be a film. And so they just had the idea for time. Then when they done the deal with Apple, because Apple have this whole shot on iPhone concept, so they're trying to make films that are shot on an iPhone to show you how strong the iPhone camera is, isn't it? So when they said, oh, we want to work with you, they said, oh yeah, like, they pitched this idea basically, innit? And that's what the short film was about. It's 20 minutes, it's only 20 minutes.
Where was it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, yeah, literally.
What? So
And the
It
whole
was
thing
all
shot on
shot
an
on
iPhone
iPhone?
16. Yeah, we'll bring up that as well, just quickly so you can see. But behind bars 1. Just so you can see how man's a man, fam. Look. Oh, big adverts and that. No one asked for this, bro.
yeah, I need to watch.
My friend's actually in it,
This is
and I
gonna
didn't know that.
This is gonna be lovely for me to eat my dinner over when I get home. Still,
See, look, the quality don't look dead.
yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
You could see that in a cinema potentially.
Yeah. Man said it's all been shot on an iPhone 16.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
But yeah, look, this is.
But is it good though?
It's enjoyable. Like, it's cool, innit? Look how young he looks.
And the craziest thing,
Not
you don't
14
even
years
you don't
old,
even
see.
look different. That's crazy.
Oh, 2010 even.
So look at my man here giving the wrong facts.
I know, innit? But that was the same year he won Unsigned Stars.
Nah, yeah, he looks very, very young. Very
100%.
young.
And he was smoking it there as well. As in, like, smoking the booth, not. You get me?
Okay, cool. Alright then. Stormzy.
So yeah.
Fine.
No points for Rhea, unfortunately.
Okay, scoreboard. We'll put it up here. Alright then. Let's
One
get
word
into
week.
our one word week. Have I even thought about my one word week, dude? That's the thing.
These times, Rhea, you had time to think.
No,
bro.
but yeah, I did, but I didn't.
You had time still.
Alright, go.
No, you're telling me go so you can think, but these times I didn't have the time to think. I didn't have the time to think.
He had the time to think. Lewis has always got the time to think, bruv. If Lewis has the time to breathe, Lewis has the time to think.
No, to be fair, but remember I planned my thinking time. Remember, because I don't have time to just think randomly. I have to
Okay.
think when I tell myself I can think.
Let me think. So I feel like my word for last week was settled, and the reason why I say settled is because, like, obviously you probably can relate to this because you're very heavy on routine, and two, you've just moved into a new home recently, and it's like, do you ever feel like, you know, once you're fully settled into your routine, it's like, raw. Sorry, I said that so mad, like that wasn't what I meant to say, but like, raw, like I could just be in my routine and just be comfortable. Like my nervous system feels comfortable in this routine, if that makes sense.
Hey, your nervous system deserves it.
No,
man.
for real. But I was also thinking, like, the reason I feel settled is because, like, I feel like sometimes I take little things for granted, like being able to have a hot shower, being able to have a hot meal, being able to like just get ready in your room and all of that. And there's some people on this earth, I'm living their best day, and for me that's just a mediocre day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just little underrated things, like just me. I love cooking, especially like on a Sunday midday, having a slow morning, just being able to appreciate just that settled nervous system. You're like, all right, cool, like life flowing right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when the weather's out, weather's nice, and there's just that holistic. I don't know if you guys have experienced like holistic wellness on a massive scale. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it comes, you feel it in at different points emotionally, if that makes sense. But yeah, my week's just been feeling mad settled.
What do you think has allowed that to happen? Is it simply because you've been intentional with your routine? Is it that what is that? Because obviously in your case, like, you've lived in your place for about a year now, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's more so the fact that I feel like I couldn't find that fine line between it being me coming to London so frequently, but also still feeling settled in just being quite far away, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And then separately to that, it's also kind of like, I still feel like as much as I'm 23, I'm still moving into that stage of adulthood where it's like,
yeah.
how can I explain it? It's like you're moving into that stage of adulthood where it's like, all right, cool, this is now my normality. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like I had to experience that for a prolonged period of time for my nervous system to be like, all right, cool, this is you now. Do you know what I mean? Like you're good here still. But yeah, I can't lie, guys. I feel like that feeling is underrated when you're just like, you're in your own place and you're like, all right, calm. Like life can just settle now. Do you know what I mean? And it must be a different feeling when you have kids though, and you've got kids in your place, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like when you get the routine right, it feels like unstoppable as well though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like I often say this to Alicia, like, we shouldn't underestimate how clockwork it is. And remember, I love shit that's clockwork. Like, I get excited by like the idea of having to fit bare things in together, but it just runs. Like, Alicia hates it because she's like, there's too much going on. I'm like, what a challenge. Like,
so what a challenge.
And when you succeed, do you get what I'm saying? That sounds like a why. Anyway, but yeah, like when you're successful with it, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's, so I would say, so don't underestimate me doing the fruits the night before, waking up, bringing it out the fridge. Now it gets to room temperature. By the time you're ready to get up, then you give over the fruits, and then you quickly wash her. And then by the time I come back from the gym, I literally just open the door. She's standing right by the door. I grab her, I put her in the car, drive her to nursery. She gets in there, then I drive home, change clothes that I've already put out, and then boom, I'm in the office by a certain time. Like, that is a mad morning operation. But we do that every day. Like, that's alone is sick. But like, I also know that like when you do little things, like for example, you say, all right, cool, we're gonna go do this, then get back this time, and then we're gonna go boom, dinner, followed by reading, followed by bedtime routine in terms of like bathe them, put them in bed. Then for me, it's like after they finish going into bed, then I go downstairs, do the fruits again. Like, I like just having that routine, and when it works, it works. You get what I'm saying? So
just provide some sort of ease.
It does provide ease, but also you need that even more when you have a family, because a lot of people say, oh, but it's harder because, you know, your children anything could happen. Even more reason to have a routine. Because then they get used to the routine. They you dictate when they're going to be tired now, because they've been so used to going to bed at the same time. They're going to get tired at the time you need them to be tired. They're going to also know, like Nova knows now after I say reading, she knows we're going in the bath. If she goes in the bath and she hasn't read, she'll say to you, I want to read book. Because she knows, but we didn't read before bath, what are we doing here? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, don't ruin my routine, bro. Do you get me? So it's little things like that. I put her in bed, then she knows, can I get some water? Get her some water. Do you get what I mean? Like, we just know what it is. So yeah.
It's true. And I feel like my day it doesn't flow the same way if I don't do things in the way that is most effective for me. And I feel like I've only come in to realize what works for me in the way that it works for me. And so, for example, it's like you don't realize how much not going for a walk in the morning or how much not doing a certain thing in the morning affects you until you don't do it for a couple of days. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
No, it's true. And that's the thing. Like, I'm a big believer that routine, you don't always notice the gains, but you do notice the drop-offs when you don't do it. It's kind of like it's gonna sound like this is the reason why I didn't go as far in football as I wanted to, but like, one of the things that someone said to me, or a few people said to me actually throughout my time playing football and pursuing football, was like, you're the kind of player that we don't always notice when you're here how important you are to the team. It's when you're not here we go, why are we not playing? Oh yeah, because we're the same. You know what I mean? So like I don't do the like mad thing. Like, I don't bang bare goals. Like, I was never like a high goal scoring player. Like, I was centre mid in it. So I played one season of my life at right back here when I was in year 10, but I played centre mid mainly throughout my whole career. And it was like, I was actually quite skillful, but I didn't do bare skills, and I didn't like score bare goals, get mad assists, play mad through balls, but like, I just made it tick. So like, I was the centre back, give me the ball, right back, give me the ball, this person, and just keep the ball moving. Do you get what I'm saying? And I would often use my voice a lot and tell people, yo, go here, go there, da, da, da. And then we'd play well. And then it's like, when I'm not there, people will be like, why is the game not flowing? Mate, that's why Lewis needs to play. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because you'd probably think, it's not that deep, he don't need to play, because then, let me not play and see what happens. And it's like, true. But that's the thing with routine, innit? It's like, funnily enough, in terms of football, but that's one of the ways you don't, unfortunately, in this country, or maybe not even in just this country, in general, it's very hard to go far in football when you're like how I was, because you don't stand out. So it's like, for scouts there, they're thinking, I'm gonna scout the person who stands out. Do you get me? Not always the person who's just ticking it over, especially if you're not doing like the killer balls and all of that. So that was one thing I needed to add to my game. But anyway, but the point is, like, with routine, it's similar, innit, in the sense of sometimes when you don't do it, you go, wow, why is this not? Do you get what I'm saying? That's
like, and this is the last thing I want to say on this, but in terms of routine, like, especially where I live now, if you look outside like my kitchen window from like 9:30, 10 o'clock, you look outside, PM.
Okay.
And you look outside, like, you know when you usually see houses and it's like, you can see houses, you can see there's certain lights on, bedroom lights, kitchen light, whatever. No lights are on. By 9:30, 10 PM. I even feel like I'm questioning myself, can I even walk into my own kitchen and turn the light on? Like, I do, but I'm just saying, I feel like the odd one out when I'm up at them times doing whatever I need to do, and it makes me think to myself, like, especially in an environment you're around, you feel like the odd one out when you're not doing something conform to a certain way. So it makes me think, okay, cool, I should be in bed right now. And then it's like, now that I'm in bed right now, I found myself over the past year and a half. I used to go from going bed at 2 a.m. when I was living at my nan's to now like 10:30. 10:30 is late. 10:30 is late for me.
Do you know the science behind the power of that?
Yeah.
They call it money time sleep. So your body actually grows, repairs, and rejuvenates most effectively between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. based on where you are in the world.
Yeah.
Because the circadian rhythm of the earth shows that. So actually what you're doing is you're actually leveling up way more by going to bed at that time.
No, trust me. And it's like now.
And you could actually get less sleep if you needed to. But yeah,
it's true, but it's like now when I do go to bed at them times, next day discombobulated. I'm discombobulated. I can't operate effectively.
Get obligated, then man discombobulated. That's big boy grammar. Came with a big boy blammer, then get hit by the kidnapper. Mate, take the gang out you used to laugh when we was broke. You're laughing now. What's the matter? Anyway,
so let's kick into your
my word. Connected. Yo, Ria.
Why?
You see when you lot say to me, "Oh, Lewis, you know everyone," and I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't."
Nah, you do.
It's getting out of hand now.
He does.
It's getting out of hand now. Last week Monday, me and you were in office. Were you in office last week Monday?
Yes. Oh, I want to believe so. Yeah, because Mulatto was there. Mulatto.
Yeah. What did I do that day? I just was in the office cracking on, innit? So it wasn't that day, but the next day I had a full day meeting in Angel for one project that we're a part of, and obviously in that you're connecting with different people who you now know across the youth sector, and it's like I even forgot one person was a part of that project because I hadn't seen him in time. Then he's pulled up and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Chris, what's going on?" So I'm connecting in. The following day I've gone to Thamesmead to do a session, and then that session I was giving them insights into some stuff around different businesses that have been on certain programs, and I'm just connecting dots for the young people. Then I've left there, gone to kind of like Farringdon-ish sides, Farringdon Chancery Lane sides, and quickly met with Nat in order to catch up on a piece of work that she's doing at the moment before going to, then I went, you know what I had to do? That was funny. Imagine, you know when I was trying to run the session last week, Wednesday evening, and my internet was crazy?
Yeah.
It's because I said to myself, I'm going to do it in a local coffee shop or something. So I even Googled in advance, like a week before, where am I going to take this from? I'm trying to be bare organized. And the place I found said it's open till 10. So I said, I can't. When I've got in there, they're like, yeah, we have a no laptop policy after 5. I said, what?
What?
Because I think they go from being like a pub/cafe shop during the day and turn into more bar vibes in the evening.
Yeah, but still, why can't you bring your laptop?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but I'm only going to be here till 7. She's like, well, I can stretch it till 6. I said, nah, bruv. So then I had to try and find somewhere closer. The closest place was Wasabi. So now I'm in Wasabi.
Man said no laptop policy.
That's what I was saying. So now I'm in Wasabi trying to do that session, and I was on their internet, and it was crazy. So then I had to go to my internet. Then it wasn't working, so I went back to their internet. It was mad. That's why it was a bit choppy, innit? But anyway, the point I'm getting at is
that was a madness.
I've done that session, and that session you saw how we had like maybe 20 mentors on there, and only
guys, how do we have 20 mentors and 3 mentees?
4.
No, but it was 3 and then 1 joined.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was like.
It was the ratios are crazy, but I use that example to say, cause man's really connected, these mentors really show up for man.
Yeah.
I even need to drop an email today to let the ones for this Wednesday know it's not that deep. But anyway, like they really show up for man, innit? So I feel very blessed when we have those sessions because I think, wow, like these people really make the time. But anyway, yeah, like so that's part of being connected. Then I've gone to the event.
Yeah.
So the event the reason I was staying around there is because there was an event run by a woman called Sophie Chandorka. She runs a brand called Tenon, which stands for the Network of Networks, which is so sick as a concept because obviously in the corporate world, in a company you will have like your black network, your Asian network, or your black and Asian network, or whatever it is, which are all the staff from that particular demographic group, part of a network, right? And it could be based on race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, whatever the protected characteristics and or demographic group is. And they call themselves the Network of Networks. So it's like the network of where those networks come together to do things, which is cold. So it's like it can sit across the whole corporate world, so to speak. But they have something called a mid-career talent accelerator. So basically what that is for the people who are from global majority backgrounds, who are maybe in, you know, earlier stages of their career, or maybe they're even further on in terms of time, but they're still at kind of the mid-level. How do you help them to accelerate towards leadership? So as you can imagine, for me, I'm sitting there going, I'll be interested to know what they're doing and how they're doing it, given, you know, Heal Academy's on the way. And also I just want us to operate, 7PK to operate more in the corporate space anyway. So I thought to myself, yeah, man, it's cool. Like, I'll be low key, because even though I do, you know, we have clients in the corporate world, we've worked with them, all of that kind of stuff, but it's not our main focus, isn't it? Like, we sit across various sectors and industries. So I thought I'll be low key in it. I've never been to one of their events before. I followed her things online. Ria, by the time I got to the front desk, I'm seeing people I know. I haven't even got to the event. Just the person at the front desk in the building. Yo, like, do you get me? Then I've gone up to the actual event, and because it's already started, I thought I'll sneak in, man, see someone who works for an old organization, an organization that we used to do some work with. Then man's in there, and I've seen a next woman who I hadn't seen since 2018, from when me and Licia went Egypt. She was on the same Egypt trip as us. So I'm in there and I've gone, Sharon.
It's like, there's way too many people.
She's like, yo, and then I was like, you don't remember me? I said, but I remember you. I remember playing dominoes against you and your husband. And she's like, wait, what? Then I brought out the story, we was busted up. Next minute, these times I'm going, you know. I'm saying to myself, I'm going. It took me an hour and a half to say I'm going. I said to myself, I'm going at 9 p.m. I was there till 10:30, because every time I said I'm going,
this is what happens.
A new conversation starts, and it was mad.
When you go anywhere with Lewis, he's always just starting up conversations with different people, because like there's too many people to speak to.
There was a point where all the people who were of Jamaican descent, we started having our own conversation. It was like, oh, we found all the Jamaicans were taking selfies.
I know you was the ringleader of that conversation, didn't it? Nah,
you know what? Yeah, I was busting joke with people. I didn't realize how much people were clocking me having a laugh with different people.
And then
people were like, yo, who's this guy? Innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So then I'm connecting with new people as well. But as I said, I've run into, shout out Isabella, shout out Sharon, shout out Jazz, who was in there, Jazz Singh, there was just people in it. And I was just thinking, yo, man actually knows better people. Bro.
Yeah, he does.
Then the Thursday now, and then I see Leela, who's the CEO or MD of Urban Synergy down in Lewisham. Then the next day, I've gone to, me and you've had our chat, our one-to-one, and then I've gone to
Christ the King.
I've gone Christ the King. Who's there? Leela's sister.
Oh,
she's doing the talk, Diane. So then Diane's like, oh, you're right. I said, I was with Leela yesterday. She goes, oh, what, at the Salesforce event? I said, no, not Salesforce. I was at the one at Alex Partners for the Teen On event. She goes, oh, yeah, I was with her at the Salesforce event earlier, and she went down to that. I said, yeah. So now me and her's reasoning, bruv, and then I just realized, yo, I just know everyone, bro.
You know way too many people.
And then the maddest thing happened. Friday, I'm in the office, you know, Matthew's going to be moving on from Impact Hub. Matthew goes to me randomly, do you know an organization called Urban Synergy? I said, bro, I was literally just with 2 of their team this week. Why? He goes, I just had an interview with them. I said, brother, let me text them now.
So he's moving over to there?
No, not moving there, but he had an interview, innit? So he's hoping he gets to the next stage. So now I'm going to try and put in a good word for him. I need to do that. I told him I'll do that. And then
that's very crazy.
But that's what I mean about being connected.
No. Honestly, being connected is one of the best things you can do.
I'm telling
you. You see, for certain people, that's their worst nightmare. Because the way Lewis could just be chatting to someone.
It's funny because Natalie came to the event, innit? So I met her, then she went to the event, then I linked her at the event, but obviously she was there from the start. So when it got to like 9 o'clock, she was like, yeah, I'm going now. And I was like, yeah, calm, man, I'm probably gonna go as well. And then it was like 5-10 minutes. She was like, no, I'm actually going. I said, all right, cool, I probably won't be long behind. But that was the last one there, fam. That was the last one there,
but that's the thing with Lewis. But do you know what it is? When you're connected like that, it's very easy in situations where you need mentors, when you need people to show up for you, when you need this, when you need that, you know who to call on because you're well connected.
But that's it. But also it's like, I'm there and I'm myself.
Yeah,
like obviously we're talking about professional things, we're reflecting on the event, but also man's having a good time. You know, my mantra is we need to have a good time.
Yeah.
So like, even like, I hadn't seen Isabella in time. She's asking me how's the children, and I'm asking her how's her husband, how's her children, and then she's messaged me after and she's gone, yo, like, one of the things she said, it was so good to see you. It was also so good to see how your laughter just fills the room. And I just thought that the fact that that's something that people notice, I said, this is why I'll never suppress who I am. Because even in those spaces and environments, you're giving people permission to be themselves. Because some people are networking and it's very awkward. I'm like, fam, lock off the awkward thing, fam. Let's have a good time. You get me? Like, let's have a good time, bro.
No, for real.
You get me? Like, man's just telling people from the jump, yo, like, I rate, like, do you get me? So I was chatting to one woman. She works for Deloitte. Yeah, she works for Deloitte. She's from Birmingham. and one of the speakers was from Birmingham, and she goes to him, she pulled him over, she goes, this because she was with me, innit? She goes, are you from Birmingham? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I could tell, you know, I can hear a little tinge. The next minute they're just chatting. Do you get what I'm saying?
I can tell, you know.
And then they start talking, we got to have a coffee, don't we? Like, do you know what I mean? Because he works for Eon, you know, the energy company.
Yeah.
So yeah, so next minute they're chatting and reasoning, and like, it was just good vibes, man. It was such good vibes.
No, it's true. It's true what you said though. Once you're yourself, people automatically feel a bit more comfortable to be themselves.
That's what it
like
is,
even me, I'm not really the most like. I don't know. I'm just not gonna bust a joke in front of everyone, but I also feel like sometimes I feel like I have an awkward personality. So it's like I'm just gonna be me, and if that comes across as awkward to other people, people can catch a laugh or a vibe off the back of that. You see me?
Yeah.
I feel like some
intrusive thoughts. Stay with it,
but
bro.
that's what I have to do sometimes, and it's like that sometimes just creates the way for people to just feel like they can have a conversation,
and it works. I've seen you do it, and it works.
It's not even a thing where I'm trying to do it purposely. Genuinely, that's just me. But I feel like what Lewis is saying is, you have to bring your personality to the forefront for people to like you. You see, it doesn't matter whether I'm in a professional space, corporate space, whatever. I just have to be myself. I don't feel like I can suppress it, and you're doing yourself a disservice by trying to suppress it. Because, for example, people wouldn't have been as bought into you if you weren't yourself. They wouldn't be willing to show up for you or do this or do that for you, because you might be a good talker, but do they like you though? That's the thing. Do they like you enough to actually go all out for you?
But the thing is, this is what we forget, like people when they're talking about, you know, things like trying to move forwards in their career, you know, for those people who are taking the more what someone would call traditional approach in terms of being employed, one of the things I always say to people is, in the interview, they're not worried just about, are you skilled to do the job, experience? They're also thinking, do I want to work with you every day?
Yeah, for real.
Do I want to
see your face?
Do I want to see your face on Teams, in person, all that?
All the time.
And be having to chat to you and reason with you. Like, am I going to enjoy that? Because that plays a part.
It does.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You know, we made a decision recently in Triumph to hire someone as our first role. Big up Triumph, head of operations. And what played a part in that decision was literally the person needed to have a combination of the skills and experience, but also be personable.
Yeah.
And they picked someone else to it because of the fact that they were personable, and that person seemed less personable.
That's
so
crazy.
It gets like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's literally that, and now one person's walking away with the role. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it was so deep to me how that's part of the decision-making process.
Yeah.
In fact, someone else who we actually both know also was part of the interview process, and they were the most personable. And someone's comment was, if we could hire a head of operations and a CEO, it's almost like we'd hire the other person as head of ops and put her as CEO, because she could be the face of the brand.
Yeah.
That's how personable they were. And that's how much the team loved them. They were like, if we just had more budget, we'd find a way for this.
To make this,
do you get
to
what
make
I'm
this
trying to
happen.
say? That's how deep it gets.
And that's what it is, guys. Your personality will lead you. And I feel like the world that we're living in now, we're going from a world where your skills, your degree, all of that was getting you in rooms 20 years ago. Now, all you need to do is have a personality, bruv. People on TikTok are winning. Not to say that that's what you should do, but I'm just saying you're getting into this life now where your personality is going to shine more than anything.
It's really going to play a part, man. It's really going to play a part. Next up is the outcome. And we're not going to do... We got people joining us on the podcast today, guys. You get what I'm saying?
We're in the middle of recording.
Come in. Just come. Just say what I got on that. You might as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Come say.
Don't be shy. Yeah, you came in like that. You get me? Like, you might as well bring the vibes. You get what I'm trying to say? Get me, Rania in the building. This is one of
our young people.
OG.
She's the OG.
Come on.
And she's the realist.
And we haven't seen her for way too
long. And she stays winning. And she stays winning in life. You see Rania, she stays winning.
She does.
If you want to know how to win,
looking like a
find
professional babe.
One professional babe in the building. In fact, we might as well quickly do this this segment with Rania in the background as a voice, or if she wants to be on camera, she can. Yeah. So this is called The Outcome, Rania, and basically we're trying to explore if we think this was good decision making by the person.
All right.
Let me use the unknown T one and break it down for you lot. I don't know everything, but from what I understand, he got a new chain from I think it was LB Jewelers. Did he get robbed or did he get taken by police? I think he got taken by police or security because in the back of the chain, it had like a small knife in there. So it could conceal a knife. Someone saying, did he know it was there? Someone saying he knew it was there.
Definitely
Who knows?
knew it was there.
But the point is, was it a good decision to get a pendant made that can conceal? Yeah, that looks kind of like and can looks like and can conceal a weapon.
Yeah, 100%. Especially if you're a rapper like that, you know, not to say it's a good thing, but the police are very much on you, especially in terms of the things that you rap about and da 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 da.
Exactly.
So was that a good decision, knowing that you can fuck up your whole career over just that? Like,
Yeah, and not just that. I personally think he's worked hard to make his money, whatever.
Yeah.
If he wants to make a pendant out of whatever he wants to choose to make it, then I think he should be able to. If he
You think he
wants to
should be
make it
able
look
to?
like, for example, the trap star sign. Doesn't the trap star sign low-key look like a little dagger,
does,
whatever?
it does,
But
it
it stands for a T because that's the way the font is.
Yeah,
If he wants to do that, he can do that. Unknown T,
it's
the
the
T.
concealing, though.
I get that.
Do you get me?
I hear it.
I think it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I
You get what I'm
know.
trying
Getting
to say?
nicked for it is crazy.
Let's break down his decision making though.
He could have thought that one better, but I don't think he was thinking of the consequences.
True.
I don't think he was thinking of the consequences either. I feel like there's an image you have to maintain when you live a life like that and you rap about what he raps about. Like, you're trying to live the lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? So,
But like, this is unknown T, fam. This is like, what year did Homer and B go mad? What year was that again? Was that was pre-pandemic?
Yeah.
That was like what, 2018 maybe?
yeah, probably like that.
So he's been doing his thing for like 7
time.
years and he's actually been doing well. And so whilst he is from that particular lifestyle, and obviously at one point, probably earlier in his career, he had to care heavily. Well, he probably still has to care about protection and things now, but I don't know, man. I just think if he didn't know, then someone's got to talk to the jewelers. If he did know, then it's like, bro, I don't know, man. Was it worth it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, was it worth it? For what reason? Do you get what I'm trying to
Is
say?
he actually being sentenced though?
I don't think he's been sentenced, but I
Yeah.
just think the situation's occurred,
It
and I
could
think
be
it's now.
escalated.
Yeah, but also you got to think about all of his priors. Remember, my man was in jail on remand before obviously he bust case and whatever for like attempted murder, fam. Like, your priors are crazy, bro. They're looking for a reason to get
He
you back
should've
in
thought
there.
that one through a
Do you
bit
get me?
more.
So, yeah, bro. Like, I don't know about this one still.
Whoa.
In fact, I do know. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it, bro.
Just don't do it. Like given you could tell he's a man that loves music. Like, if you actually not even just the drill thing, like listen to his music, yeah, it's very varied. He'll do different genres. He can jump on tunes with artists from so many different spaces. He even did was it last year that he did a whole live event that was like a grime cypher thing. Bro, the guy's talented and he's clearly loves this thing. Just stay loving what you're doing, bro. Stay being creative. Do you get me? Like, you don't have to go down that road. But obviously we'll never understand people's decisions, and we're not here to judge. We're just simply here to explore.
All right then, guys. Well, that was the outcome. And thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. We will leave it here for this episode. And please make sure to go and watch
Gotta
our
big up our
previous
special guest
episodes.
as well.
Yeah, please big up Rania, our special guest. Yeah.
Big up you guys.
You guys are even going
Big
to be
up
seeing
you
more
lot.
content from
Come on.
the
Yeah,
Sprint
yeah,
to
yeah, we
Success.
need that.
For Sprint to Success happening soon. But yeah, guys, if you found value in this content, please make sure you like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.